story of The Thief and the Innkeeper. This is the third story from the book Famous Fables and Folk Tales, collected from around the world, retold by Tom Baker. And this is a classic story, The Thief and the Innkeeper. Here we go. Once upon a time, a lowly thief decided he must steal something from a rather stupid, oafish innkeeper. He quickly paid the last of his small pittance of money to the innkeeper and rented a room. Then he watched carefully, day after day, for anything the innkeeper might own that he could easily steal. He watched and waited until, one day, he saw that the innkeeper had acquired a fine new coat, which he coveted greatly. He devised a plan on how he might separate the innkeeper from this particular article of clothing without too much risk or danger to himself. One day, when he was sitting by the fire warming himself, the thief saw the innkeeper come in wearing the coat, and he bade him come quickly and sit with him. The innkeeper huffed and puffed and sighed, but he did as his guest requested, making sure to take off his fine coat and lay it on the back of his chair. The thief suddenly yawned, and then, most mysteriously, began to howl like a wolf. The innkeeper found himself slightly alarmed, and asked his guest, "Why do you howl like that?" The thief replied, "Sir, it is because when I have yawned 3 times I turn into a vicious werewolf, and kill whoever I can lay hands upon." And having said that, the thief yawned once more. The innkeeper suddenly felt panicked and, getting up, looked as if he were about to bolt for the door. The thief proceeded to divest himself of his outer garments, vest, shirt, stockings, saying, "No, sir, I beg you, please hold on to my clothing, as I shall surely rip them up when I finish my transformation into a terrible wolf." And he yawned a 3rd time and set up such a howling din it must have been heard all across the village and perhaps across the countryside. The innkeeper shouted and fled in terror. The thief stopped howling and started laughing. He quickly donned his clothes again, snatched up the innkeeper's coat, and was out the door, never to be seen in that village again. And the moral of the story is, one should not always believe everything one is told. Source: Aesop.